Hello everyone and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. This is going to be the second video in our gameplay of it. And we're going to start this one off probably by doing this mission here. As you can see, we have two missions. And not a whole lot of the map has been unlocked because we just started. So everything's kind of blank. But we're going to go here to Pearson and do this mission. You have Mr. Pearson. He is a camp cook, and then you have Bill Williamson as well. But this mission with Bill actually goes into a couple missions, and you can't get back out of it to save. So we're going to do Pearson first and see how we're doing on time. So I just need to walk around the cabin here. He'll be inside, complaining as usual. That's kind of what he does, complain and drink. That is the life of the camp cook. This mission is a lot of fun. It's easy, but it's a lot of fun because you get to do one of my favorite things to do in the game, which is hunt. I also love to fish, but you don't get to do that for quite a while yet.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
Okay, I just need to talk to him.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. Come on, this way.
Salted offal was a real thing, and it was nasty. Basically, it was this nasty concoction made of all the different organ meats and the plucked meats,
I'm okay. Apart from this hand.
and it did not taste good.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Whew. Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
A good modern day example that is kind of the equivalent of salted offal is haggis. Now haggis tastes a little bit better because it is spiced, And salted offal a lot of time wasn't spiced very much at all because they didn't have a whole lot. And it was pretty bad. So I don't blame Arthur Morgan at all for not wanting to eat that crap. Now if you had to, you can. I mean, I used to take potted meat hunting with me all the time and just eat that with crackers or right out of the can, and that's pretty much about the same thing. But it's spiced quite a bit, so it covers up the coppery taste of the organs.
There's some patches of grass here. This is good. Let's look down this way. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
And deer tastes substantially better. I've killed many deer in my life. I've eaten a lot of deer in my life. And they are absolutely delicious.
Hey, stop here a second. I see something. There's deer been here. And recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not? Track them on foot. Keep down. Move quietly and slowly.
You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
Now, the way you do this is just by pushing the left and right sticks in together. And it brings up the smoke.
But once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track them as well in the grass and woods.
And then you hit the right button and it causes it to be this shimmery trail that's very difficult to see. I would much rather have the smoke. And see, the funny thing is, you never actually use this in the game for hunting. As the game progresses, you just simply ride up to the animals on your horse, chase them down, and shoot them from horseback. It's much easier than doing all this. You use this some for legendary hunts, when you're going after legendary animals. And you can use this on the online version for tracking some bounties, on the higher level bounties. Make sure I know where I'm going here. But you almost never actually do this when you're hunting because there's just no need. There's so many animals running around and it's so easy to just pull a gun up and shoot as you're riding by. You don't really have to stalk anything. Okay, I'm kind of off the trail here. I got to go over here to the left. I imagine the deer is going to be right past these trees a little bit. Probably down by the river. Yep.
Down there.
There she is, just getting a drink.
Quick, get that bow out, Arthur.
Now, this is a
Try to hit him in the neck or head.
decent little shot.
See if you can get another one.
I didn't get a headshot there. I never go for a headshot because if the deer ducks or turns its head, you'll miss and just wound it probably. I like to go for the kill box, which is a heart and lung shot. That's the best way because it drops them almost immediately. They don't suffer. Now these other deer are probably going to be across the little river here, I would imagine. And as long as they aren't too close, you don't have to be too stealthy. As long as you're crouched down like this and you're moving slow, you're fine. Yeah, it looks like they're over there. There's smoke coming from the right as well, so I don't know if there's two sets. But there's definitely deer on that side. See, I'm right out here in the open. And they're not running. They're not spooking. Because I'm still a little bit away from them. Let me get this arrow. And I'm crouched down and I'm not running really fast or shooting guns or doing anything too crazy. Let me make sure there's nothing behind me. I don't think there is. I think that trail is leading from the woods over to across the river, but I'm just going to take a peek just in case, because if there's one right over here, I can simply, you know, shoot it immediately and be done. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go across the little river here. They should be up across the river and to the right. Yep, there they are. I saw them. Let me sneak up here around and get a better shot at them. See if I can get a better angle. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna take a very long shot. This is gonna be cool. Now this is way longer than you want to actually try to shoot usually with a bow. But I'm gonna go ahead and do her. Oh, perfect.
Well, I think that's all we can carry.
Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my
That was
shoulder.
2 perfect kill shots right in the kill box. Both deer dropped right where I shot them. They didn't suffer. I didn't have to chase them down. Because if you don't make a good shot in this game, they won't die right away. They'll kind of be wounded and they'll run off.
Are you grabbing one of them or not?
Yeah, I'm grabbing them. Be quiet, Charles. I'm trying to explain something. But they'll run off and you have to actually track them. And sometimes when you find them, they're still alive and they're whimpering and making a hell of a terrible sound. And then you got to stab them to kill them or shoot them again. And that, I don't like doing that. Come on, horse. I know it's not real. It's a video game. These aren't actual deer. They're not actually suffering. But I just don't like the idea of an animal suffering like that. If I'm going to kill it to eat it, then I'm going to make sure that it dies fast and doesn't suffer. This horse does not listen. Come on. In her defense, she doesn't know me very well yet. I just got this horse. So our bonding isn't very high, so it's not going to come when I call her. I mean, it will eventually, but it takes multiple whistles. Make her go in the water. That'll learn her.
Back when you are.
Come on then, let's head back.
Oh, watch it.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We'll still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. Yeah.
Move it, come on! Come on, we gotta stick together.
You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now, too, but not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You would, too. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscolls you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Colm, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard. Watch out! Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around.
I notice how I turned my horse away.
Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
If the horse doesn't see the predator, it's not going to spook as badly. And when your horse spooks, it'll buck you right off. But you can calm your horse by pressing in on the left stick, I believe it is. We'll see here in a second. Because he's going to spook when I get around this corner. There he goes. Calm down. You're alright. Yeah, you press in the left stick and that calms your horse. It's important because, like I said, your horse will throw you right on your head and take off running. And in a situation where you're in a swamp with a gator or something, that's death.
5-6 months?
Something like that?
But you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here?
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No, not at all. I just know you can run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things. And Hosea. Careful.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
See, Dutch is like a father figure to
How's that
Arthur,
new horse?
He's all right. He'll do
and
good
some of the
now.
other members as well.
I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Bucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
See, that relationship adds a wonderful layer to this story. Because as Dutch gets kind of more out of control, there's a lot of internal strife and struggle between Arthur and the other members of the gang and Dutch, where they still want to believe in him, but they're starting to worry that he's kind of lost it.
Brought some food back, boys! Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
That horse just crapped right as I was pulling that deer off the back of it.
Well. Just drop the ball.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
We'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one, did you? Dumped on the floor there.
Now, this is a little bit graphic, but once again, this is a video game. It's not real. No need to get all worried and freaked out about it.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah, well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
I love the realism of it, that you have to skin it and you actually hang it for him. And when you do it out in the field, after all the cinematics are over, you're going to skin it, and when you skin it, you're going to be cutting the steaks out as well that you can eat. Now, this is the compendium. This is where all of the stuff that you find gets logged, and there's like 560 different animals that you have to find. And this is the challenges. We unlocked Master Hunter, and the first one we're doing for that is to skin 3 deer, and we've skinned 1. You have to complete all of those, and there's a multiple different kinds. You have weapons expert, survivalist, sharpshooter, horseman, herbalist, gambler, explorer, and bandit. Each one has like 10 different challenges in it. All of those things you have to complete in order to get the 100% completion on the game. We're not going to do that probably in this gameplay because it'll be thousands of videos, but I'll show you as I save it. That save there I have, the one with 88%, that's my other game save that I'm actually working on 100% on. And I've been playing the game for a long time, and I'm still only at 88% because there's so many different things to find. And I have no idea where some of them are.
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. I fell, but when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Como Driscoll's needing punching. Hard! You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains. and detonators. Here, Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah! Southwest, right, Arthur?
Yeah. You should follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this score they're planning. What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them.
Oh,
As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way.
you good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
This feud between you and him needs to be put to rest, one way or another.
It will be.
Some things I can forgive, others I can forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end.
Damn right, boss.
See that smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close. Hold up here!
Oh, there.
All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
I have to let me grab my gun.
Dutch.
I am going with Dutch. I gotta get my gun first. You sure are nosy. Why don't you go to the position he told you to go to and leave me the hell alone? They never let you grab your gun before you go do something like this.
There they are. That's definitely them.
Home?
I think so.
Yeah, that's him.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
No.
They leaving?
Seem to be. Should we go get him?
No. Colm can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. and much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit.
Something tells me that it is probably not the greatest idea in the world.
From your horse.
Oh, I tried to grab it before, you wouldn't let me. Something tells me it's not the greatest idea in the world to attack an entire camp with 4 people. We actually have 6 with us, but 2 of them are going to stay over here. This is not my horse.
That rifle's no use to us sitting on your horse, Arthur.
See, I got my carbine, I'm going to take my bow, and I guess the revolver.
Good. Come on, let's go.
Might as well be fully loaded and just have all kinds of weaponry when I go down there, right?
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on.
There's basically 2 ways we can do this. I can either stay behind cover and kill everybody and probably not get shot. Maybe get shot once, but not much. Or I can kind of go gung-ho and run out and just blast away and take several bullets. Now, if I do that, then you'll get to see how you use your health medicines and how you can also eat food to regain health. Some of the medicines that you take, the health cures and stuff, will actually...
Oh, watch out. This bit's steep.
Yeah, it is. Will actually give you a golden core, which makes it a lot harder to kill you. That's very handy to know, especially if you're going to play online mode, because on online mode, if you don't know how to heal quickly, you're dead. Because other players will just decimate you. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll use cover a little bit, but I'm probably going to be out in the open a lot.
Maybe I should take the lead on this. They're going to be gunning for you.
They ain't got me yet.
No, but the way our luck's been running...
Hush. Let's just get down there first.
That's not my usual game style either. I usually use a lot of cover. See, if I was here all by myself, I would kind of go on the outskirts of the camp, and I would pick them off one at a time with a bow, so that they didn't know what was happening until I got several of them. Kind of thin the herd and even the odds a little. But I don't think that's going to be possible here because there's just too many people. And my guys are going to shoot almost immediately. Yeah, he wants me to go over by him.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go.
Don't mind if I do.
What the hell is this? Kill these sons of bitches!
You want to try if you can to get headshots, because that'll take them down in one shot. But it's not always the easiest thing to do. I am missing that guy like crazy. Shoot him real quick. See how I shot him in the chest? It took 2 rounds. I got him that time. Let me get over here behind cover. I'm almost dead. I'll show you how to heal real quick. You're going to bring up your weapon wheel and you're going to go to this menu and just select it. There's way too many people here to do this. I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's not a difficult thing to do. But I'm talking about in real life. You would never go in like this to attack this many people with only a few. If you did, you would use some sort of explosion or something to kill a bunch of them off. This is just lunacy. There's a sniper up there, but I got a guy shooting me in my ass. I better kill them first. Another guy just saw run. Where'd you go? There you are. You're dead. Shot him right in the butt. Let me get a little closer so I can see this guy. He's right up on the steps. Have to run for it out. Couldn't get the angle. Watch this sniper. I'm going to take him out, but I got to get these guys first. Another one up. Kill him. He don't shoot me in my butt.
Search the bodies! Strip everything we can from them!
It's always good to loot bodies if you have the time. Because you get money and you'll get jewelry, pocket watches, those kind of things, which are worth a decent amount of cash. And you can also get healing items and all that kind of stuff.
If you shoot a gun and ride a horse and kill without thought, you're in. Think how long some of you have been with me. I imagine Colm doesn't even know half the names of these fools. Heads up, boys! We got more coming from the forest!
This is why I said if you have time. Because if you waste too much time looting, reinforcements will show up and police will show up. You're dead. Take that.
There's a lot of them. What do you think, Arthur? Do we hold ground here or go at them?
Go at him.
I say we go at the bastards.
Come on, then! Everyone with me!
Sniped his head. Yeah, this is going to get a little sketchy here. Because they're all around in the woods. And they're going to be right beside me and around me. And I have to play tag with them. Whoa! Where the hell did you come from? Dead now. Hold still. There we go. For you, I don't think there's anybody else over here. I think they're all on the other side. Go ahead and heal again. You're gone. Any more? Oh, there he is. He ain't running no more. Loot a few more of these guys and get the hell out of here. I think I still got to search the camp though before I can leave. You get all kinds of useful items from looting people. And in the online version, you can actually find collectible items and cigarette cards and all kinds of cool stuff when you loot. just kind of gets tedious after a while if you have a big battle like this because there's so many dead people laying everywhere. I don't have the patience to sit here and loot every single person. Like, there's still way more up in the woods, but I'm not going after them. I know you're waiting on me. I was looting. I was doing what you told me to do.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart. Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right,
I'm gonna go in here and get this dynamite.
Detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
Big surprise, it's in the giant chest.
Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Looks fine. Smells good.
Sniff the dynamite,
come on.
Bill, you weirdo.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss? Found this on one of them.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us hard as they like. But we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Mac, Charles, and Sean back riding with us, and I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Combe, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
Especially when we rob this train, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know where we are. We allowed ourselves to get a step behind at Blackwater. That won't happen again. All right, dig in, fellas. Let's make some ground.
This was the glory days before radio and internet and communications, where if you were an outlaw, you could just kind of stay out of town, and it was hard for them to find
See
you.
that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Combe?
Leave him to me.
All right. We're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I believe that was the fellow that Colm was yelling at, that he smacked or whatever, and the guy left.
Go, go.
But we're gonna go over here and say hello to this fella. If I can catch him, he's gone. We're gonna yank his ass right off that horse.
Oh, no, you don't.
Stay down. Little boot to the head. Go ahead and hog tie this fella. And once we get him tied up, we might as well rob him. I mean, since he's there. Wouldn't hurt nothing.
You don't mind, do you?
Got a health cure on him, so I'll take that. We'll throw him on the horse. This is kind of a cool mechanic because once you get into the game where you can start doing whatever you want, you can do this with townspeople if you want to. Just go grab them, hog tie them, and throw them on your horse and take them away. And I like to take them to the swamp.
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy. Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please.
This poor guy. He doesn't even like Coleman Driscoll. He was getting abused by him, and now we got him.
Please, mister.
You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it for you.
Oh, take it easy. You're gonna break my ribs. I don't want to die, mister. Oh, God, please, no.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay, okay.
That's 2 bones right there.
Arthur's such a prick. He's always yelling at people in towns and stuff too when you ride through. We're gonna drop this guy off.
Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
I don't think he wants to meet the boys.
Don't hurt me, please.
No, don't worry. They're real nice.
You found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister. I hate that fella.
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Cole.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
So that's the end of the first part of this mission. But it's going to take me into the second part of the mission now. And I don't believe I'm going to be able to save.
It's been a bad few weeks, but Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams. Well, I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see you're introducing him to your other passion.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Mind away, Reverend. You still here, then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Want me to come?
Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
He's seen me now. Or what's left of me. What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it. Now, railway men. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking, we could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on.
What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea, we're living. Look at me. We're living, even you. But we need money. Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob.
Check and see if I can save here.
We're moving out.
I don't think I'm going to be able to. So what I'll probably do if I can't is in the video anyway, because we're going on an hour, and I will just record the second half of this and put it in another video. I think that's the best way, because I'm not going to be able to save. And if I do this whole mission and go through the whole process, because then we're going to move and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be a whole nother hour probably before we are at the right spot. So thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.